Yo guys, what is up? It's Teach here, coming at you again with another video over on Ark Survival Ascended. And in this video, I am going to show you how to get a ridiculous amount of metal on the newest map, ASTRAEOS. Now, obviously you can go to the mountains and get spread out metal, and it can, you can get some. It's just going to take you a little while because the metal on this map tends to be kind of farther apart. However, just like the center map, if you know where to go, you can get a stupid amount using a Dunkleosteus. So I'm going to go ahead and show you what I mean by that, right? So basically, here's a donkey right here. You know what the donkeys are, I hope so, because, well, I kind of developed a strategy over on the center where you harvest metal with a donkey. Now, basically what you're going to do is you're going to get to the chords that I'm at right now, 6610. And you're just going to go into the ocean. Now, the maker of this map, Necatus, kind of totally changed what metal nodes look like. Essentially, he made it so that there's like these darker colored nodes that have like these kind of golden looking crystals, gold and silver looking crystals that come out of them. And they're actually higher quality metal. So you can get a stupid amount. You can see them all right here. So there's a normal sea rock. Let's go ahead and show you. So this is just like right in front of me. That right there is just a normal sea rock, and you're going to get some metal, but not very much. So is that one. If they're gray, you're going to get metal, but you're not going to get a ton of metal. These kind of like dark colored silver specked rocks. Look at how much metal I just got out of that. Yeah, that's one hit. That's two hits. There's three hits. And this is the best way that you can get metal in the entire game. Now, a Dunkleosteus is obviously going to be the best way to get metal, is to harvest these rocks with one and just kind of figure out where to go. Now, the thing that I have found to be the best run is, see how on this map the metal is like close to the surface, it's not super deep. That's what I like a lot. So essentially the metal that we're looking for, we don't have to go very deep in the ocean. You can kind of just swim up the shore of Corinthos in order to actually do a metal run here. Now, the one thing that's going to be interesting is it kind of sucks to have to fight some of those things. So you might want to bring like an underwater weapon of some sort, like a crossbow, if you get taken off by a Zyvanthicus or whatever they're called. But if you kind of bring a crossbow, you'll be just fine. So you can see that I'll still get metal from these just generic nodes right there, but we're looking for big flat open spaces because those flat open spaces have a lovely amount of metal. Now, just that one little field that I had right there, there's 10, 20, 30, 33,000 metal. And yeah, hard to complain about that. And this is technically tied with official rates right here. So what I'm getting would be, I guess it should be what, 2 times 3, 6x this weekend on officials. So yeah, pretty cool. You can also get quite a bit of metal or oil if you just hit those oil nodes as well. But it's up to you. But if you kind of just scan, now the only thing that sucks about the Dunkleosteus is, as you can see right now, I am not moving very quickly. So they are not exactly burner tames. So whatever your metal run you're going to do, you're going to be on it for a little bit. So just accept that fact. But you're just going to go up and down the shores of this map because these water nodes are considered high quality metal nodes. So you're going to get a significant chunk on them. Now, I'm just going to hop off the Dunkleosteus so you don't have to see, because you obviously see what I'm getting, but I'm going to speed it up so you can kind of choose your best place to run your metal nodes or your metal runs. But you'll notice that I started over there. You can technically go out into this deeper zone, and the deeper zone does have a few metal nodes, but I don't find them as often. You can see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I lied a little bit. There's a ledge right there. What you're typically going to find is where there's like sand zones like this, the metal is going to exist in large portions there, and you're not going to find much metal in like the vegetated looking areas. So if you find a sand zone, you're probably going to find a bunch of metal nearby. Now, here's some more over here. So you could hit up this entire patch. And again, here's the chords that I'm at. I'm just in this bottom left corner of the map. And this is kind of where I've been going in order to do my metal runs. Now, yes, obviously this is something that's not easy because you have to get a Dunkleosteus, and their spawns on this map are considered rare. But it's doable. I swear that it's doable. It is on the spawn list for the map. Now, obviously it's time dependent, so keep that in mind. Now, so what's going to happen in the long run with this map too is, as Necatus makes more and more, he's going to release this entire section of the map. Now, this entire map, Dunkleosteus are going to be the best way to actually harvest metal. And you can see that there's a bunch down there. I think I just passed over that one. There's a bunch over there, and we're just looking at this from high, so you can kind of see what I'm looking at. There's there. All we're really looking for is those flat zones, and this kind of lower-ish corner or lower side of the map If you just go up this side, I promise you'll have enough metal where you don't have to do runs very often ever again. Now there's some more right there. Because the cool thing is these high quality metal nodes, they spawn in large portions. It's not like 1 or 2 rocks. Once you find like one, just like this, you find like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 nodes. Kind of hard to complain about that. So yeah, we're not complaining about that at all. There's another chunk right over here. And you kind of just swim this entire length. Now, if you don't know how to do the glitch with the Dunkleosteus, basically you leave the render range if it's over level 100 and you basically have infinite weight, just don't sprint. If it says level 1, you have an infinite weight, just don't sprint. And you can see me just going the entire way up this. Now, the things that you have to worry about, fortunately, are just the Cyvanthicus fish and then the actual Cnidaria. Those are the only 2 things that will really aggro to you over on this side, but you can see that I am just swimming in metal over here. It's all over the frickin' place, and this one especially, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, right here at this chord. But if you just go up this left side of the map, you'll have enough metal where you're not going to need to worry too much about metal for the rest of the time here on this game. So this is the best way to farm metal, because in comparison, right, let's say I just go to a mountaintop. Yes, I can get it quickly with an Anki to harvest some of these metal nodes, but they're not all metal, and you kind of got to get lucky when you find one. Let's see if I can find a few. There's like 4 right there. There's a couple right there, but you're going to have to fight whatever this is. Pick your Anki up, do this, do that. Just go in the ocean, get a Dunkleosteus, and grab yourself a ton of good metal location. So that is the best way to get metal over on ASTRAEOS. And now obviously you can go to some of those mountaintops because there's a lot of mountaintops here and get a good amount. But the best way to do it is what I'm looking for. And the best way to do it is to go ahead and use a Dunkleosteus. So anyways, hopefully this video helps you out. And other than that, if you don't mind, smash that like button, leave a comment below, and consider subbing to the channel. Now, for those of you still sticking around, I'll show you some of my favorite places that you can go mountain-wise in order to get some of the metal. Now, I like to go up to, I'm going to try and say it, Fuquintos, or whatever you want to say, in order to get my metal, because I feel like it's got more, but that's my personal opinion. But you can see that you can get to the top of these mountains, quite a bit of metal, as long as you go to the top of the mountains over in the Corinthos region. Obviously, there's a bunch right here. But again, I like the harvestability of the Dunkleosteus a lot more than just an Argentavis. So that's why I'm not going over here. But again, that's personal opinion. Oh man, this map is so laggy because it still hasn't been optimized super well yet. But so sorry about that, like, lag that you're experiencing. So anyways, right there. And then obviously this is the island, or the top of the mountain that I like to go over here for metal. And we're almost there. Come on now, game. So over here, you can kind of go to this mountain and get a chunk around the outside of it. But the one negative thing is that, like, the color of the rock blends in pretty well. So it's kind of hard to figure out what's metal and what's not metal. So that's why I prefer just going into the water, because it's so easy to see. You've either got gray or you've got dark gray. So that's why, that's just, you know, a personal recommendation. So anyways, hopefully this video helps you out. But if you don't mind, smash that like button, leave a comment below for the algorithm, and then consider subbing to the channel. All right, Teach out.